Hello and welcome to another Gumbo's Flying Circus live stream, and tonight we are going to be flying the Mirage on a naval mission, and then it will be landings using the ILS. So bad weather, and we have to follow that down instruments only for an IFR approach. So that all should be good, interesting, and see if we can manage it. Haven't done that for a while. Had a little practice earlier, so hopefully I'm still on with it and know what I'm doing. As long as you follow the box, you should be alright. So looking forward to having a crack with this one. And quite a few of the guys are coming in now after we've updated today with the DCS update that came out. And the vegan's got the new radar, so I'll have to have a look at that at some point. So once the everyone's updated and finished doing what they're doing, we've got the mission ready and it's uploaded to the server we'll be joining and getting into the server. There may be a short delay, just as the nature of updates and things like that, so please bear with us. And yeah, so quite an interesting, challenging mission, this one. We'll have to see how we get on. Don't fly the Mirage a whole lot. I used to, but I'm all Harrier these days. But yeah, should be exciting. So some people are going to be flying the Eagles tonight. We've got some SU-27s in, Mirages, and yeah, that's it. So because we have to have the aircraft that have got the ILS in there. No Harriers tonight. That uses the AWL or weather landing system, but we're not using those tonight because we've got all the supersonic stuff. So people need to keep up, I guess. Yeah, and people have been reporting with the update that I had 6.5 gigabyte, but those that don't have the vegan had something like 200 megabyte. So the new updates for the vegan seem to be substantial. It seems a bit crazy for a 6 gigabyte for the radar, but there might have been some other updates in there, and people might be posturing. I don't know. Yeah. Quite a whopper today. No Harrier update though, which I was surprised at. I thought there might be one, but there wasn't. Pedro Dowd, thanks for the subscription. I believe that's on YouTube. So thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. It's amazing actually how many updates there's been to the vegan, as that's had quite a few lately, isn't it? So yeah, it's nice to see that even though it's been out for a while, they're still actively developing it. And we're waiting for some Mirage updates as well from real world pilot feedback. So I don't know when that will be, but that'll be an interesting one to see how that changes and evolves. Let me just check the sheet and see if we're any closer to the server as yet. We've got 5 of us in the Mirages now. 4 flankers and 4 eagles, so it's a decent amount for this evening. Oh, and apparently the 6 gig update for the radar for the Viggen is because you have to have map updates, so it all fits nicely together. So obviously the Caucasus maps and other maps had a bit of an update to take on board that, I assume. I'm not an expert on these things, but so the rumours say, so people are saying, so that would explain that. So it looks like tonight we've got to take off, ferry to a naval blockade, inspect both fleets, protect the fleets, return any fire, and then RTB to Sochi, runway 6, and that will be an ILS approach in bad weather, poor visibility, so should be quite interesting, bit hairy. If we make it back, if it's all air to air tonight, then some of us might get shot down. if it's more shooting ground targets or sea targets, then we might have a bit better day of it. Yep. Yeah, and the ferry over down to that naval blockade is 150 nautical miles, so it'll be a little bit of a trip. And the weather tonight is going to be pretty much bad visibility until we touch down the runway, so if you get your ILS wrong, you're going to have a bad day by the sounds of it. Definite challenge, something different. We haven't done that for, don't remember ever doing that actually, so yeah, challenging. So we're just waiting for the server to come online, for the mission to be uploaded and sorted out and the password. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Just open my volume mixer there. Alright, so the mission's almost finished tweaking. and then that'll be sent over and put on the server. Shouldn't take too long. Then we get the password thereafter. I'll put on the chat now everything's been sorted out, so we can have a little listen in. Nothing being discussed that I can't stream, so give you guys something interesting to listen to maybe. But who knows, it might all be quiet.
It will be posted in the general chat.
Cap, did you have any suspicions about what might have caused that crash yesterday? Or
For me, for my crash, yeah, I know exactly what it is. It's anti-mal service executable. As Windows Defender keeps coming on, okay, that keeps doing the scan, and when it scans, it kicks me out of DCS. Problem is, I can't turn it off. I've tried rescheduling the scheduled task, so it only comes on when I'm not using the computer. It completely ignores me and just comes on in the middle of DCS. So I've now disabled it completely. All antivirus scanning is now turned off, and it'll probably ignore me again, but fingers crossed. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find a way of uninstalling Windows Defender, which is apparently impossible.
Yeah, it is. You can't uninstall Windows Defender.
So that's where I'm stuck, because it's kicking me out every time it comes on. It absolutely insists on only scanning when I'm in DCS on a mission, and it will crash me every time. It's incredibly.
Have you tried just forcing it to do a scan manually when you're not doing anything important and just leaving it to do it?
Do you know how to do that?
There should be a way. I don't use Windows Defender myself. I use Bitdefender. But if it's already done a scan, hopefully it'll be okay. Because often the reason it tries to force you to do it is because it says it hasn't done it for long enough, and then because it tries to do it and then your computer crashes, it doesn't complete. And so next time you try and do it, it wants to do it again.
Understood.
You're on Windows 10, right, Cap?
My Windows Defender is shit. It hasn't done anything in like years.
Yeah, if you put something like AVG or something on it, disables Windows Defender.
Understood.
Yeah, that's why I don't use it.
Will do the same.
Avast, yeah.
All right, I'll do it later.
I've got unlimited licenses on AVG.
Oh, that is good.
Interesting. The last scan was on the 14th of November. Well, that's bullshit, because it scans every time I put DCS on.
Yeah, so that's the last time it finished. Every time other than that, it's crashed. So it's saying that it hasn't done one for like half a month, so it wants to do it again.
You must think when you're playing DCS that the computer's actually not busy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it seems to think, even though it's actually incredibly busy. Very frustrating.
Which is really stupid of Defender, because it's not supposed to enable itself if it detects high CPU use, like DCS.
What if you went into Task Manager and raised your DCS.exe you changed it from to above normal, its priority?
Raise the priority.
Where do I find it? Task Manager?
Yeah, Task Manager, and
just Control Delete and select the Task Manager. Once DCS is open, right click on
Properties, Roger. And
should get when you right click on the DCS.exe, you should get a thing that says change priority, and change that to above normal.
Stand by.
Yeah, what he said.
Right, so I've right clicked on DCS update.exe, which is the game. Properties, yeah?
Yeah. This is under details in the Task Manager.
Roger. Looking, I've got remove properties and personal information. Under details, I've got no actual ability to change anything. I've got security, general, compatibility, and digital signatures.
What you want to do is set priority. It's under the you have processes, performance, app history, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
The details.
Oh, go to details. You're saying? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Find the DCS's exe in that list.
Yep.
Right click on it and hit set, and there's be a drop down.
Yep. Do I want to put it right at the top, real time?
Not quite that high. You might want to put it at above normal.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Don't set it to.
I run Windows Defender and I don't really see any issues with
Understood.
it. Depends how you got it set up, I guess. But I just left it stock. Haven't really
don't
touched
do
it.
that, because it'll update quicker than your USB can catch up to it.
So we're just
and
waiting
you'll
for
get
that mission to be
really bad lag issues.
put on the server.
Yeah.
Then
We'll try to set it to high, so let's hope it works.
when that will be
Of course, it's
reset,
all fucked at the moment.
we get a password and we'll be in. Just a little bit of a wait, probably due to having the updates today. And
Yeah, it's just really bad program for Windows Defender.
just a
It should
little
know
bit
that I'm
delayed
busy,
today.
and it shouldn't interrupt me so bad. It's just shit programming.
But when we get in there, all the fun begins.
There it is. Anti-mail service executable. Running.
I
in
hope
the
everyone's
background.
well tonight, or today, wherever
Yeah,
you
can't
are.
really shut that off. But if
You
you,
can't.
put in
you
a,
can't.
but if you put in
Have
a
you had a
free
good day?
program like Bitdefender, what it'll do is it'll actually, when it installs, it'll suspend a lot of the Windows Defender functions. so
Roger.
It takes them over.
Does it cause problems itself? No. or
I'm
is
running it.
problem
I'm running it right now, and it's got Avast is good and AVG is good. Bitdefender, I use it because it's free and it's got a really small footprint.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Bitdefender is very good. The reason Windows Defender is like how it is because Windows is designed to be idiot-proof, which does mean it's difficult for people who know what they're doing, because you can't get rid of it.
So you'd recommend
Compete with Apple.
Bitdefender then to take over from Windows Defender?
Yeah, Bitdefender's the one I use and is very cheap and is very good
Yeah.
and not much.
Bitdefender, the paid-for version is good, but the free version is not as good as some.
Yeah, the paid-for version isn't very expensive, so
Roger.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's good to know if I ever get any problems with that Bitdefender. How to replace
I don't
Windows,
get
but
anything
I don't have
after
any
that
issues with it. I
sale
haven't
because
seen
my
any
wife
problems.
won't keep me.
Different machines,
Has anyone
different
not finished the
systems.
update?
Always a pain
Tab hasn't
sometimes.
finished. I'm still installing new files.
Yeah, still taking its time this end.
I have abandoned the update because it's going to take hours on my slow internet. And so I'm currently trying to get lot ATC working so I can GCI without running DCS.
Yeah, I was quite lucky because it's 6.5 gig update
Oh,
and
shit,
it took
yeah.
me about 25
Okay,
minutes to
successfully
download it.
installed. Right, let's go and change the mission for Tau. Any other requests before we start getting things going?
Not. Wait, what are you going to change for me?
And then of course unpacking and stuff takes another 5-10 minutes, so
Yeah, that was green.
about 35 minutes I think.
Oh, jar.
Yeah, I got quite lucky with that today.
Get those R77 days,
But even though the internet's pretty good
Have
here,
we heard
still
anything
4
from the
megabytes per
EAO
second.
regarding the Hawk?
No, just PMA's
Yeah, it's gone, mate.
Yeah, it is gone.
PMA's disappeared as well. Doesn't even come talk to us anymore.
Veo's gone the way of the dodo.
P-Man's not allowed to say anything at the moment because of legal reasons. He told us that the day of when the crap went down. He says unfortunately he's not allowed to say anything, but on Monday morning they filed to close VO as a company with Company's House.
Yeah, so VEAO.
Right,
no
guys,
more?
guys. Is everyone signed up?
But they've
in
only updated
the,
the report once in 2 years or something.
the sheet.
Writing was on the
There's a
wall
sheet.
maybe.
Right,
Lost interest
okay.
or whatever.
Uniform Kilo, I'm going to put you on the end of Hammer. Just because it's going to be easier if you... Are you flying an Eagle? Yes, you are. I'm just going to put you at the end of her. It's just going to be simpler if we keep group. If there's any more flankers, just go on the end of Tempest, which I'm going to... And Raven. Papa Shango, join the bottom of Raven, would you? 3 groups suits this mission well.
He may take my spot if I can't get him.
Roger that. Static, are you sure you want to lead that group? Or Atomic would probably be a better choice. But it's up to you.
It was the only slot left, so I had to put myself in.
Okay, Atomic and or Gumbo swap for Static. Grinkle's good. Riddle's good.
Cap, are we out of slots for Eagles?
Negative. You're all good, just join us. Okay, looking good. Happy with all that, guys. So now I've got to go and have my J11. Okay, J11.
Yeah, I don't fancy leading tonight, to be honest.
I need all the help I can get.
Tommy's good at it.
Identical to the flanker. It's just
But he's better than I am at leading, I think. So,
I'll take it.
It's kinda
what
cool.
Side are they? I might not be able
and
to
I'm
get
super
it, right?
excited as well. I pre-ordered the F14 yesterday.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay, it does
So
work.
I'm now got that ready and waiting.
So are we actually fighting air-to-air contact today?
Yes, that's correct. It is
How
a
are Shifty? How are you doing?
It's okay, you haven't missed it.
Yeah,
Running a little bit.
I bet that made her feel,
now
you know,
put in.
competent.
That is 7 there.
Poor auntie. I don't know if she takes that. If she's
Okay,
too bothered
Can
with that.
someone link me the current version of the beta, just so I can check my...
I don't think she's really fussed about leading, is she? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm not super excited about leading anyway.
Okay,
But
so
I'll do if
team
I have
update
to,
this morning, then.
or if no one else wants to. But
Good news.
Okay.
I'm more of
stand
a
by, guys.
follower.
I'm about to do, Tomic, you'll be leading the entire ferry as well, so just listen out for orders regarding that.
Oh, he's leading the ferry. Cool.
Start recording. Do-do-do-do.
See if I can get next to it, but
Beautiful.
everyone's going to be fighting
Hello
for
and
be at the
welcome
front.
back to the to the raping. Wow.
Oh
my God!
No. PG-13, PG-13. Oh, dear me.
I have heard many.
There's a slip of the tongue there, isn't it? Yeah.
Let me explain myself.
Yeah, let's not publish that one.
Let me explain myself. I was going between Reapers, obviously,
And Ravens.
and Ravens, which is the Mirage group, and somehow it came as Rapers. And yes, there must be some weird thing in my
Yeah,
in my
did you
mind as
see
well. Anyway, let's try
me
that
trying
again.
to follow him yesterday?
No, Cap.
Was it yesterday in the Harrier? Day before?
Oh god. I'll get this
It was
Captain
a bit all over the place.
Reaper's bloopers video.
Okay, fine. Right, let's try again because we are short of time. Hello and welcome to the Reapers. Operation Russian Naval Blockade. Complete fiction, not based on anything that's going on or geopolitical at all. Got a lovely, cool mission for you, everyone. Now, before it's going to be quite a long briefing, unfortunately. We've got a lot of things to get through. Before we go on to the actual mission per se, I've got a lot of things to go through. First of all, last mission. That was Monday. That was the Tebres mission. It was the half air-to-air, half air-to-ground mission. Just to say, really well done to everyone. Now, obviously, I lost a lot of data. Who the fuck keeps doing that? I'm going to find out who that is. Cap test. One of you, right? Guaranteed to be Warren, I bet. Last mission, really good mission. I didn't know all the stuff that was going on, so I didn't get to DB properly. But Hornet did really well. They killed a massive clump of 12 guys, and only lost 4. One of them friendly fire, but only lost 4, which was really good. Fighting big groups of high-skilled baddies is not an easy thing for the Hornet with its various problems at the moment, so that's really good. And the air-to-ground was absolutely flawless. The seed was flawless. The ground attack was flawless. No one got shot down. Everyone did their job. The Harriers loitered out of harm's way without me telling them to. The Hogs loitered out of harm's way. And the main thing is, although the viewers never got to see this, the comms were excellent up until the end, where everyone started GCIing. Until then, the comms were absolutely perfect. No one was on guard. Guard was completely free, which meant no one got talked over, which means that the cap could do their job without getting talked over. So really impressive stuff all round there.
Yeah, it's
so
one
that's good.
SA6,
That's point one.
wasn't it?
Point 2, IFR. Cap's recently been learning. I've been doing DCS for 3 years, but I've never actually done navigation or ILS IFR landings because it's just, I prefer firing guns at people. It's more fun. So I'm finally learning, if you've been watching my tutorials, navigation and IFR landings. And so, of course, the first thing I'm going to start doing is putting in missions. Boo, you may say, because it's quite difficult. But
It's not
ship.
that bad.
So today is going to be IFR conditions with full whiteout all the way down to 50 feet down to the runway. So just make sure you've got your IFR, your ILS up to date, and there's going to be plenty of time in the ferry to talk about it and discuss techniques and stuff like that. Okay. 2, and that's what this mission is based on, IFR landings. Also, ROE, this mission is based on. Usually there's a good side and a bad side, and you go, you take off, and you shoot the bad side, and you try not to shoot the friendly side, although we tend to do that as well at the moment. And it's easy. This is a bit more complicated. We've got 3 factions. We've got blues, purples, and reds, essentially. Purples are Ukrainians, reds are Russians, and blues are Grim Reapers. And we do not have permission to shoot anyone down. The ROE for today is return fire only. So if the hostiles fire at us, in addition to that, if hostiles don't fire at us, we do have to interrogate them. We do have to catch up with them, fly in formation with them, try and achieve comms, ask them to land if they're aggressing. If they don't land, we have to ask again. And this is going to become a standard Green Reapers thing, so learn it off by heart. If they fail to answer again, you'll shoot 1 set of guns across their bow. If they don't turn around again, shoot once and a second set of guns across their bow. If they don't respond again, that counts as them firing on you, and you are allowed to shout them down. So ROE is if they fire a missile at you, you can shoot them down. Or if they go through that process where we try and talk them down and warn them with guns, again, a bit like real life, if they ignore you again, you do have permission to shoot them down. So that's what the mission is based on as well. Comms, like I said, that mission for the last comms was tight, really good.
Bow.
We do need tight comms today. Now, I'm aware there's a big ferry today. On that big ferry, we know we're not going to get attacked,
we're not on
so
ships.
We can have loose comms on the ferry, perfectly happy with that.
Naval,
also, there's going to be some loitering at the Naval Blockade. I'm happy with loose comms, generally loose comms. That
we're flying
as soon
towards.
as there's any action, there's any fighters in the world, let's go to pro comms like we did on the mission on Monday, because it just worked and allowed everyone to do their job. I may have to say some things over guard at that point to get groups in different positions.
Yeah, it's 8 to 8
I may have to expect that, but otherwise keep it tight during any type of combat.
Which I'm crap at.
WPS, W/P waypoints. Before I forget, everyone has got waypoint 1 at the Naval Blockade. Everyone has got waypoint 2, 20 miles out from Sochi. Waypoint 2 is going to be a orbit location for landing before dispatching to IFR landing.
Yeah.
IFF is a constant thing with the Reapers, obviously. Won't be a problem with the Eagles. They've got inbuilt arcade IFF. Flankers, we don't fly them very often. Remember, interrogate your target with a radar to ensure they are hostile before shooting. Very important. Mirages. I'm aware I'm aware there may be a bug with the Mirage IFF we found from Sunday. So be extra careful. And as a double, triple check, press F10. I've put on Fog of War, so that if you're locking someone up, you will see them on your F10. It just allows you to do a double check, just in case the Mirage IFF is bugged. We don't want to shoot friends down. Big long mission. It could piss people off if we shoot ourselves down. Fuel conservation. This is also a fuel conservation mission. We've got 150 miles to get to the AO. Then there's going to be a whole bunch of fighting, I can guarantee, at the AO. And then 150 miles back. Think of fuel consumption. I know I always say in my tutorials, use afterburner to go 800 knots during combat. That's great if you're not 150 miles away from Sochi. So we've got to, use teams rather than using fuel. We're going to use clever teamwork because we're not going to have the fuel to afterburn everywhere to keep off it in case of emergencies. So that's general stuff to talk about because it is a serious mission. Now let's talk about the mission themselves. Geopolitics at the moment. Ukraine has sent a flotilla from Odessa south and east around Crimea, and just southeast of Crimea, they've been, if anyone's seen in the news, they've hit a blockade of Russian naval vessels, Russian military naval vessels, and they're now stuck there, basically, essentially taken hostage. Okay, the Grim Reapers have been hired at this point not to go and blow shit up, which we do like doing, and we're fairly good at, but we have been hired by the UN to go in as peacekeepers. We've been sanctioned to land at Sochi. That is, we've been allowed into Russia. UN have forced a resolution so that we can operate from Sochi. Not perfect. It's 150 miles away, but it's the best we can do. Okay. We're going to fly 150 miles out to the Naval Blockade standoff. The first thing we're going to do when we get there is inspect the standoff to make sure that the Ukrainian civilian ships haven't been fired on. Now, that's not as easy as it sounds. basically you've got to be at 50 feet to see through that fog. So only very experienced guys. I'll be going down for the video, and only a couple of other experienced guys needed to go down there because it is dangerous. I just want to check down there that the flotilla has not been fired on by the Russian vessels. We need to get that back to the UN. Okay. Then we're going to get up. Then we're going to orbit our various stations. Note the purple A, B, and D. These are the loiter stations. Now take note. Hammer Eagles are going to be loitering at D. That's 10 miles west of Naval Blockade. Excuse me, while I wait a second. Tempest are going to be loitering at Alpha, 10 miles north of the point, and in a relatively tight orbit. And Raven Mirages are going to be orbiting at Bravo. This gives us a little bit of a head start in case someone comes from the east, or someone comes from the west, or someone comes from the north. We've kind of got it covered, okay? We don't need to go south, because south is being covered by Hornets from a couple of Enterprise-class carriers from the United States. So this is how we're going to organize ourselves, okay? So memorize that. My guys, we're on Delta. That's you, Riddle. We will fly the ferry. Say again?
That's the Reaper's dab.
That is the Reaper's dab, isn't it? Roger. Ferry, we will be flying together, unrealistic. I can guarantee we're not going to be jumped on the ferry, so let's just do a nice big wing for sexy. Once we get there to waypoint, we are going to have to split into our groups and do proper flying. On our way back for the ferry, as long as we're good for fuel, we will do a mass ferry back for fun and practice formation flying as well. That's the mission so far. So once we've inspected the fleet, got to our DAB positions, our then mission is to hold the naval blockade for 60 minutes until US fighters can get into the area. So we're to hold that area and protect both the Russian fleet and the Ukraine fleet. We're here as peacekeepers. We don't want any ships blown up today. I know it's very antithetical to what we usually do, but that's what we're going to do. So if we see any hostiles incurring, our job, as I said, is to intercept them with the ROE set before, which I'll remind you over guard when we come to do it, protect both fleets and stop a war happening. ROE return fire we've talked about. After at 60 minutes, I'll direct us to RTB. Any questions before I look at the teams?
Captain.
Send.
Okay, so for the monitoring guards, that's 121.5.
Yeah, no. 253 is guard.
243 is 243 is
243. If you're gonna hail a plane, you can do it on 1.5, won't you?
If you haven't got the FC3 channel, the FC3 fix, just stick to your local channel. Okay, so Hammer 120, Tempest 130, Raven 140. If you've got access to guard as well, you can listen to it, but only the important guys will be talking on guard anyway. I don't want shit. Yeah. Now I understand. Like I said, during the ferry, I'm happy for free cons, laugh and joke around. Everyone, that's fine. But as soon as we get into action, the rules apply.
Also, like the coalitions need to be turned off on SRS, don't they?
Oh, that's quite a complicated mission.
I think they are already since earlier missions.
Needed a pen and paper, really. But I've got the main gist
right.
of it.
Any other questions, guys, about the mission?
Yeah, interesting.
Do the Mirages have a landing waypoint, like a waypoint 3?
Actually, I didn't think about that. No, so you guys are going to have to figure that out. But I did do a tutorial on the Mirage, and you don't actually need that. You can do it with the freak.
Roger.
Of the ILS, so you should be okay. The answer is no, I haven't done that.
That's right, just checking.
Roger.
We can create one.
Okay, guys. Yeah, you guys can create one. So just to have a look at the teams, that was a big, long briefing. So let's try and digest that. Hammer are Eagles, 6 times Eagles. We want us to keep them all in the same group for rated comms ease. Tempest is 4 times Flankers. Raven is 5 times Mirages. Right, guys, I'm going to send on to the mission. I'm going to reset. I'll see you in there. We're on runway 06 all day. It's a bit awkward, but that's what we're on. And I'll brief you about the takeoff once we're in.
Right, so runway 06 for everyone.
Yeah,
Lasers. Exactly correct.
Yeah, cool.
Lasers.
Actually,
let's see if the server's up.
If the Russian Navy attacks the Ukrainian, are we supposed to engage the Russian Navy?
Oh.
So we're going to need SRS, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Hit
fault.
them! Hit them on deck, goddammit!
Well, our mission,
Riddles
guys, is to see if they're firing and report back to the UN for a resolution. We've not sanctioned to attack ships at the moment.
What about if the ships fire sanctions? Because...
Then I fuck my mission up, and we won't actually be able to do the mission. I hope I haven't done that. You know what? You know what? Before I join the server, I'll go in and quickly just double check. I've sent the mission to Auntie so we can get it going. I will double check that I've set them to hold fire before we go in. Otherwise, we're all fucked, obviously. Right, I'm going to restart.
DCS updates cross-compatible, right?
What about cross-compatible DCS update?
No idea. SRS, I'll just use... I haven't updated it yet. So hopefully it still works.
No, if you don't have the full update, you can't connect to full open beta.
You won't even be able to see the GR server if you haven't got the update.
Does anyone know anything about using SRS in external AWACS mode? Because I'm trying to connect to it, and I'm clicking the button, and nothing happens.
I have a solution. Talon, I have a solution. Why not start up DCS and a single player mission? Jump
Just
in.
having a look at this map.
And then start up SRS.
3 A, B, and D points. A bit like 9-line.
Which means you can talk through
North,
SRS.
east, and west to hold these naval ships.
Yeah, see everything.
And then it's reaction alert.
That works. Yeah, I'll do that.
It also looks like you, for that external AOX mode, you need a password and name from.
I already asked Auntie, and there's no password. So.
I think, but I think there might be a requirement. So I think Auntie might actually have to set a password and you to receive it in order for.
Right.
I don't think it's optional. So just because there's not a password there, I think that might potentially.
Talon, have you got combined arms?
I have, but the issue is I can't download the update fast enough, so
Okay.
I can't be in the actual mission. So I'm going to use Lot ATC.
Roger. Fingers crossed. On the plus side, Talon, it might be useful if you're watching someone's stream. When hostiles do attack, we do get a declaration of where they're attacking from. 100 miles from the east is this coming. So if you can't see them for some reason, you can plot them due to that. But you'll need to be watching someone's stream for that.
How slow is your internet, Talon?
It's downloading at about a megabit per second, but for some reason on everything else. But for some reason, DCS downloads much slower than anything else does, and I don't know why.
So my only suggestion would be if you uninstall Persian Gulf, it'll update a lot quicker.
Good point.
You can try clicking cancel and stop the torrent, and then you can download it HTTP on the next screen.
Yeah, not sure how much quicker that is.
Sometimes fast times the torrent isn't running.
Yeah.
Wait, because torrent depends on the seeders actually having good
Yeah, it remembers how much you've downloaded already anyway, so.
Oh, I'm ready when they are, and when the server's ready.
Wait, this update's only
Just
for
waiting.
the Hornet.
No, so there's several things. What they've done is they've updated the Vigan radar.
Let's have a look at what flight frequency I'm on. So we've got 243 for global and 140 for our flight, which is Raven.
Circus as well, if the reports from the
I'm number 4.
Okay, guys, the hostile ships are weapons hold, so Auntie's copy is good to go.
Nice.
Yeah, the training server doesn't have any modules on it, only the Caucasus and Persian Gulf maps, and it was 6.4 gig. That.
They didn't fix the GPUs on here.
I must have had map updates to go with the
And
Vigan
introduced
radar.
some interesting texture for the Harrier, landing lights and anti-collision.
Hope they fixed our broken CCRP release.
Not sure.
Anyway, guys, my update's only at like 60% on the
Oh, see, they don't always list all the updates
Roger, you
that
might
come
catch
out.
us up. It
so
is
you
a
have
long
to look at
mission.
the log and see what updated. but it doesn't actually tell you what the update does. A lot of it's just compatibility updates, I think. So that things don't break too much, but there's always something.
So have I got
It's
this
the nature
right
of the beast,
in the fact that there will be other stuff flying around which potentially won't be enemy that we have to interrogate?
Yes.
And then we have to check out the fleet, and
But
then we might get...
As a mission, I'll be the mission guide. I'll guide you through it. I know when things are going to attack, and I'll tell you what to do on guard. Just because otherwise, it's going to be a mess. Otherwise, isn't it? It will be fairly obvious. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Right, the server's
I can't
up.
wait for my IFR landing. I want to prove myself.
The pressure cap.
We don't get shut down then.
Oh, fuck that.
By the way, I am assuming we are ground spawning.
Yeah, it's all normal.
Yeah. Then you have to RTB first, Cap, without running out of fuel. Then
Yeah,
you can prove yourself.
That's the big thing. Everyone, needless to say, take as much fuel as you can, and we'll be ferrying as efficiently as we can. But even so, it's still going to be tight as hell.
Right, there's the password.
What's the rules on respawns? Is it the same as normal?
No respawns unless it's a lag or a formation collision.
Okay, so standard.
I think I'll spell that right.
Dropping my bags in a fight unless it gets to a merge, because
I would agree. I would agree. Normally,
just rebuilding the map there, then.
I'd say drop tanks, but in something like this, we've got to be a little bit careful.
I mean, there's a reason in Sate how no one really drops a tank until they're... You'd be amazing. Because you could pull like 12 easy.
Oh, I hear rain.
What I'm planning to do is overwhelm the enemies with numbers. Even if they will have the advantage, they're going to have better planes than us with more fuel and whatnot. But I'm going to overwhelm.
He protect, he attack. Most importantly, he fly.
Oh. Oh, some nice rain.
Is there like something going on where the world preload happens like instantly? What's happening?
Well, let's start up SRS and I can get off Discord.
Yeah, I know.
And,
this is a problem. I don't know how to fix it.
It'll be a bit nicer.
Hey, guys.
Auntie.
There we go.
I'm having an issue where whenever I load into a freaking multiplayer server, it just gives me a bottom headline of Anapovich is evil, and just that's it, a black screen.
I had the same, but yeah, just wait and then it will go well.
It gets rid of that. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. That's
just wait.
I don't think I want that skin, to be honest.
Runway order is 06, Mirage in front, then flankers, then F-15s.
So let's go with Kilo Mike, and right, let's have a look.
I think I need to put some on my glasses.
Stick a fuel tank.
Welcome to the soup, gentlemen.
Don't want bombs. Bombs.
I always wanted to go to London.
If you look in the F-15, go heads down, you'll notice you've got an altimeter, speedometer, HSI and ADI all down there together, and you can just fly like that.
Air to air.
All units for speed feel welcome to backtrack down the runway. We don't want to go too slow. Don't want to delay any further.
Don't know if I need that, but I'll put one on anyway.
What do you want for a paint scheme?
I think
the most funky thing you can
find.
Be enough,
if I stick on fuel tanks, I'm going to have to put them instead of these missiles, aren't I?
Yep, didn't hear any of that.
That's not what I want to do.
Is it okay if I join out to
Request refueling.
Yep.
I'm going to have to be doing it.
Request rearming.
Feel free to catch us up.
Copy.
Okay, let's cut off.
Yeah, the engines are on. Damn it.
Discord.
Refueling complete.
Bye bye, Discord. Just get that sent. Wow, that's a lot of rain. Okay. They say rearming complete then, I think. Right. Look big, those missiles.
Rearming complete.
Right, I better check this. Alright, rearming is complete. Yeah, I don't know. That's, might be my colour settings. Looks like I'm underwater a bit, doesn't it? Alright, let's check this out. Right, it's working now. To restart that. So 140, 243. Hello. Right. So let's have a look, see if there's what we've got here. Okay, that's on. That's on. I'm going to set that now. I'm just going to turn these on for the fun of it. I can go on auto. Leave the radar for a minute. Right, let's taxi. There Gumbos at 140.
Checking in 140. 555.
Yeah, I'm taxiing out to the runway now.
Roger.
Do you know, I noticed that on a screenshot that was posted as well, that with fog and it looked blue. And I made a comment, it looks like it's underwater. I don't think that's my setting, I don't know. Bit strange. Yeah, well, it is what it is. So what I'm going to do in a minute is set up the ILS whilst I'm here.
I'm assuming everyone on Mirage
So I don't have to worry about it later.
I do. Okay, fine.
Yeah, right. It's quite a nice sound, that, of the rain pattering on the canopy there. It's quite soothing. It doesn't make me feel sleepy. Yeah. Yeah, hi there. Do I use any extra mods for visuals in DCS? No, no mods at all. This is all, we don't use mods. As servers don't like it. So this is all out of the box. On high settings. Yeah, I must admit the blue does look weird, doesn't it? It does look like I'm underwater. Don't know if that's a change or not that's been recent. I mean, we've just updated, so I have no idea. Right, who's who? That's Aloe, Shango, Riddle. It's hard to see where they are. Yeah, no problem. Not sure if that was helpful info or not, but yeah. I cannot see for Toffee where the other planes are. I'll just follow Riddle there in his F-15. Maybe we're taking off from the other end. Can't see anything.
Riddle 243.
Alright, let's get up there. Which sliders and settings have the biggest impact on performance? Just trying to tweak the sim a little. Yeah, so anything to do with MSAA, that can hit your performance. If you're looking at RAM usage, preload radius, the more you have of that, the more RAM you'll use, and also depending on what server you go on or what mission you're using, that can impact your RAM usage as well. Some of the texture settings and things like that accumulate, but the traffic, the civilian traffic setting, that's a frame rate killer. I'd have that off. The amount of trees you've got and the grass, you know, your best bet really, what I did when I had a 1070 Ti, was I hit the low button in the options and reset all the settings down to that low profile for the low end PC system, and then I just upped each one and saw what it did to my particular system. That was really for me the best I could do at the time, and you soon learn what your system likes and what it doesn't.
Hey, Cap, can you hear me on 243 properly?
Depends on your graphics card and also and your CPU and all sorts. So you know, everyone's slightly different with their settings, but yeah, those are the ones I'd have birds off. Your anti-aliasing.
Yep.
That can be a performance hit, so I'd put that down.
Cloud tops at?
Maybe set it to override instead on your graphics card settings, and see if that improves performance a bit. Just try and tweak it and change things and see what happens. Really, there's no one set formula, but yeah. So I hope that's a little bit helpful. But yeah, if you're finding you're having performance, MSAA is going to kill it. So I think it's SMAA they've got in there now. If try that if the MSAA isn't working for you. Yeah, civilian traffic, that's a biggie. I have it off because of that, even on mine. You know, I'm not a big fan of it anyway. Although it does look nice when you see traffic going along the roads and things. It's just finding that balance.
I heard these birds in the apron. Is that the Eagles? Eagles are supposed to be last on the takeoff order. Yeah, so I'm just checking these are Eagles ahead of me, so I'll pull in the runway ahead of you.
Alright, let's have a look, see what's going on. My preload, well, because of my system, this is a new system and it's pretty powerful. I have mine everything set to the highest setting.
I'll just go, there's not enough room there.
So mine's on highest setting, and visual range is on extreme, and everything's turned up. I even have bird set to 1,000.
Does anybody remember what the sick?
But if you're struggling with preload, I would set it to about 50,000, 60,000 and see how you get on.
Eagles, just stay out the way.
And then kind of go from there.
Just keep out the way. Mirage behind me on ramp to run. Push past.
Yeah, roger that. Just coming up.
You can ignore that. Coming through.
Can't even see the other Mirages on the runway. Yeah, if you've got a 1080 Ti and a 7700K, you should be able to put the settings up pretty high. In all fairness, you shouldn't really be struggling with performance. How much depends. How much RAM do you have? Because 16 gig is really the thing you need, at least. I've got 16 gig and I use about 12 maximum when I'm running, but mine's 3200 megahertz.
I've got Mirage trying to get by you guys.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Thanks for your question. It was an interesting question. Very good.
Mirage site, can you pull forward about 20 feet?
What are you talking?
Two side flankers, hold where you are. Just trying to get a Mirage through. Is that enough room? Looks good. Hold that.
Oh, is that Atomic coming up? He's leading, so yeah, there you go. Boom!
Come through right side, repeat right side.
32, yeah, you shouldn't have any worries. You should be running everything pretty high settings.
Roger, sneak through. Tail, when you're good to go, just come take bottom half of the diamond.
What?
Atomic, if you scratch my paint. That's alright, I'm a pro.
Yeah.
Good man. She's a small bird.
I'm gonna move up.
Come on, Tail.
I want to be in line with his rear end. It's not often I say that. Right, make sure
Alright, Tail, your next
are off.
static.
I don't know, this reflection thing's awkward, isn't it? But I think that's because someone's got their lights on behind me, so... Okay, I think I'm pretty much there. I don't think there's anything in all this.
Christ, Mirage boy. Okay, if this Mirage in front of me pulls up into his formation, I will pull forwards, come through on the left side.
Yeah, roger.
Right, negative, right side, sorry.
Alright, let's move up a little bit. I don't think there's a lot of wind on today. I'm trying to gauge it. It looks all pretty straight in the grass.
Right,
looks like it's not moving.
Mirages, you might need to pull forward 10 or so just to get the Eagles room to form up behind us.
And off we go again. There we go. See if they got room there.
I have coordinates for rough waypoint 3 if anyone wants them. Roger that, so right.
Alright, here we are. I can see this going belly up.
Yes, I know we don't get to fly these jets very often, so double check both your engines are running. Double check both your engines are running.
I've only got one.
Followed immediately by the sound of the APU from someone.
Yeah, it looks like me and Tomic have got the Kilo Mike skin on. I like that. It's one of the nice that it hasn't got Pokemon on it, so it's
Anyone give me the FC3 default key for Naval?
I want to say right alternate.
Right control Lima.
This is 11-0 guard.
I don't have a clue, don't fly them.
Thank you very much.
I prefer a clicky cockpit.
All units, just regards to the takeoff. Once we've taken off, get through those clouds is your priority, okay? There's a mountain right in front of us, so as soon as you're up, don't worry about formation, just get through these clouds. We'll then start forming on the way to target. There's plenty of distance.
Okay. See what happens when you do a formation takeoff is the lead's supposed to hold back on the throttle
Ready,
so you can
Mirages.
Adjust yours to keep with them, but
Are you ready, boys?
Alright.
yeah, Gumbo's ready. But when they put it on full, they're just off, and you can't do anything to adjust.
Ready. Mirage flight ready.
Ready, check, flanker flight.
Just double check that wheel. Just to be double sure I don't weave off down the runway.
Might have to take out. Ready, check, flanker flight. I didn't get an answer.
I'm trying to get my boys to tell me they're set, but A-Fan flanker flight is set.
Stand by, gonna get some visuals, try and keep off comms.
Roger. Oh yeah. Not sure how much fuel I've used. Yeah, we're on the tank, so does the Grim Reaper Twitch channel no longer stream? Cap had some issues with his internet and with his computer and running DCS and streaming, so he doesn't stream anymore at the moment. I'm not sure if he's planning on doing it again, but yeah, every time he had his stream apparently DCS decided to crash, so yeah, he's holding off from that now. So it's down to the rest to us lot. Which I think he prefers anyway.
Okay guys, as soon as Mirage flight has gone, flanker flight can go. Okay, Mirage flight, you have permission to take off. Prioritise getting above the clouds, then set course for the Naval Blockade. Maintain 350 knots so that we can all catch up. We'll see you in the air.
Roger.
Copy.
I need to keep an eye on him because I'll lose him.
Mirage flight brakes on, spool up to 100%.
This is Talon GCI online.
Brakes off and after burning 3, 2, 1.
He was a little bit hesitant there.
Rotating at 120 knots. Tempest brakes on. Tempest flight rolling. Climbing at 5 degrees. Clear up.
He's coming up. just need to hold straight, and hopefully I haven't shot past him. We're going to 350 knots. Now I still see him.
Try not to go above 350 knots.
Copy that. There he is.
Cloud, top of the cloud layer is 4,500. Leveling out about 5,000, 6,000 feet.
Oh, that's it.
Gonna start a left-hand turn.
I like in this that you got the chevrons on the HUD for the speed. Makes you so much easier with the throttle management. See, accelerating again. Makes it so much easier to see if you're accelerating or not. It's nice.
Mirage Flight, can you go ahead and put the flare for us? My nav thing doesn't seem to be working.
GCI, can Eagles have a flight to Mirage? Have a vector to Mirages, please.
Mirages are at 6,000 feet, just over 350 knots, bringing the speed down, heading onto vector.
Where for some reason GCI cannot currently see anyone on radar.
Oh, really? Oh.
Leader 15 is going to buddy spec the Mirages just to get a position.
Roger, Mirages, remember 350 airspeed so that we can catch up, please.
Copy that, Mirage has F-15 spike at my 7 o'clock.
So I'm trying to give him a bit of a wide berth because of the if we get any lag, etc. But also be in a nice position where it's a bit easier.
Speed is 330 knots.
Slowing down again, isn't he? There we go. I'll just pop up there.
I don't know about you boys, but I'd rather be about 25,000 feet to maintain without burning any fuel.
Yeah.
Copy at 36.
Won't be hearing from me on the radio.
We'll wait for them to join up and then we'll climb higher, I suppose.
Oh, you prefer watching on YouTube? Yeah, well I stream on YouTube and on Twitch, so the option's always there if you like watching my stream. And all the viewers, of course, are much appreciated. It's great that you come to watch tonight.
It appears there is no AWACS in the mission, so I'm having very, very sporadic radar returns because of the cloud. No.
Shouldn't really do that, but I just wanted to see if anyone was on me.
The autopilot in this thing is awesome. It is, but also it's like an autopilot throttle.
I always get sucked in when I'm formation flying.
I just hope I can remember how to use the radar and the missiles. Just remember your magics will have a uncage button. Holy crap! that the magic unlock button? So I have it down to trigger.
I will apply to your chat in just a sec.
Magic slave. Magic slave, roger. Down this flight, entering formation. I look for it.
Oh, the mission from the other day, Monday, I think that was. Yeah, that was really good mission. Enjoyed that. Everyone liked that. Something a bit different. Oh, Miss Harmony 10, thank you very much for the cheers. Much appreciated. Glad you enjoyed the channel. Thank you. Great formation flying, yeah, thank you. Really, I do enjoy doing it, but some aircraft are harder than others, and you've got to keep concentration on it. But yeah, it's nice. I do enjoy this, I must admit. And I can see the other aircraft in the mirror up there as well, which is kind of interesting. You can tell everyone's concentrating because comms are extremely quiet.
Are we ready to climb to Angels 2-5?
Oh no.
Roger, make it a nice gentle climb so we don't have any formation problems. Ready?
Roger, begin the climb shortly. We're going to start climbing, takes up about 5 degrees, and try and maintain about 330 knots.
Oh, oh, crap.
Sorry.
You bloody will be, you nearly took my nose. It's alright, I dodge.
Oh, that was
That's good dodge.
almost ended up in his cockpit then.
Why is there lightning in the blue sky?
There was lightning up in the sky as well.
Off the cloud.
Alright, let's get this back in
Gonna try and maintain the
control.
climb around 330 knots.
All Mirages be right echelon from lead, and F-15s will be left echelon off lead Mirage, please. Back Mirages on the left, get over to the right.
Roger.
Flankers, where you
It
guys
says
gonna go?
330, but he's not doing 330. So I'll just need to judge that speed and then push in.
Have you increased in speed?
Auntie's picked up on it as well.
Did you increase speed?
Yeah, I'm about 330 knots.
Yeah, he's 333.
Pretty nasty.
Well, my leg was shaking then, just had to move it.
All units GCA now has you on radar. Coverage may be spotted due to lack of AWACS.
I can give you access to taxi if you want it.
If that works live, I can do that as well.
Talon, can I have distance to target, please?
Wow, you need some concentration for this.
Tomek, I think we'll make Angels 20 instead.
Copy.
And when we come to level out, do it very slowly.
Distance to target is 120 nautical miles.
Roger that. When we hit Angels 20,
so where everyone else
and
is.
then we'll slowly creep the speed up to 350 knots.
Over.
Leveling us up 20, Angels 20.
Oh,
Leveling out to Angels 20.
You just... right. So you got to keep your motion very slight.
All flights, we're now level. Please come and get in your formations. Mirage is echelon right, F-15 is echelon left, and flankers wherever Grinkle puts them, but keep them close.
And I did post a sheet up about formations in our general chat, so that was quite interesting. Because not, you know, the close formations here, but you know, a finger four formation can be like 3 kilometers apart between aircraft. You know, some of these formations can get pretty big, especially when going into the battle. So, but always nice to know some of them anyway.
Sweet.
See if I can push it.
What switches I need to hit to turn all my external lights off? Is it these 3 on the left-hand side of the radios?
It's 3 below the radios.
Roger.
The speed check, please.
Roger that. Lead is doing 350 knots.
Roger.
It's a bit tricky with this fly-by-wire thing on this aircraft. I might have to have a play around with the controls because I've got a zone, like a dead zone, and I haven't actually set that. So I don't like dead zones, especially for when you're doing intricate, tiny little motions.
Please be advised, I have reacquired you on the other base radar.
Good job.
I've just realised that the INS is going to drift on this thing, so we might miss the target by a couple of meters, miles, not sure.
Okay, no problems.
Oh, try and relax now. I always tense up a little bit sometimes.
Auto-sequence the waypoints, so I have to do
push forward a bit.
If you've got a light between, like, underneath the numbers, the green numbers, then it should auto-cycle it. Okay.
So it's just pulling up and pushing down.
Like a green and red light.
Seems to go a bit funny. My config needs changing, but I'll do that in a bit when I can loosen up.
If you don't, then push the button. There we go. And the RL light on my fuel gauge means that my fuel tank is empty. Roger.
Talon cap, distance to blockade, please. Why? Why?
Cap, distance to blockade, 83 nautical miles.
What was that?
Miles an hour, just servicing the Magic. Oh. Those.
All flights cap, I advise not firing missiles at this range. It is too far out of range.
Roger. Yeah, I've also got to use a bit of roll.
Okay, everyone concentrating, heads on, let's get a sexy formation.
But the trim's a little tricky because it gives you a bit too much sometimes.
When I was at the hospital, I had a PET scan yesterday, today, very unpleasant, and the nurse who organised the PET scan happened to be a Grim Reaper fan. It watches on YouTube. How cool is that? That's awesome.
That's fucking badass.
Awesome.
So when did you figure out that you're actually Cap?
Welcome to Cap surgery is the first thing you hear.
So how did she first figure out that it was you, Cap? So basically, he asked me what I did for a living, and I had to do that awkward moment where I'm like, well, I kind of make videos on YouTube. And he said, okay, what do you make? I said, aviation videos. Oh, what channel? The Grim Reapers. Oh, I know that. I watched that because my brother is a aerospace engineer. And I said, oh, huh.
Yeah, he took his cat, his dog in, and they give him a scan.
Sweet, if he's a fan, then you could say, alright, well, you get access to Prime videos, and you just have to bring down the cost of the surgery. Well, that scan...
surgery, we're not stupid Americans.
That's NHS, it's wonderful. I had a 30-minute scan, 30-minute scan, and it cost over £7,000. That's $11,000 for 30-minute scan.
Wow. Yeah, all this medical stuff's never cheap.
I didn't have to pay for it.
You'd be shocked at probably how much it costs you when you go to the doctors and get some medication, how much it really costs.
It's fine, I like this speed.
Can't believe I fucking fired those missiles. I have jettisoned, selected everything.
He went to jettison something and shot his missiles off. Oh dear.
Fantastic. Are you still alive? Jeff?
Oh, it happens, doesn't it? Never mind. Then he drops his tank, and I was hoping that wouldn't hit anyone. Oh, there's...
I wouldn't give it a flag on my right. Ryman just joined to be prepared for lag.
Oh, who?
Ryman just joined the server, so be prepared for lag.
Roger. Yeah, roger.
Talon Cap, distance to Naval Blockade, please.
Cap Talon, distance 50 nautical miles.
I'm not sure if any of you saw the video when we were all in Harriers, me, Auntie and Atomic, and I think there was one other.
Like doing a cool split over the target.
And we, yeah, let's do it. And we had a lag spike and all collided.
How do we feel about, okay, how about on go, Mirage is split up, F-15 split left and up, and Flankers split right. Would that be cool?
Sorry, which way are we going again?
And break. If Mirages go right, and Eagles go left, because that will take you to your orbits anyway.
Where are Flankers going?
Our Flankers will burn right through you boys if you break.
Okay, now when I say turn left and right, I don't mean a vicious left and right, just a nice and easy left and right, led by your commander.
Okay. Yeah, we all like 9G turn.
Also, general reminder, Riddle, you'll be taking your boys to Delta Point, which is west of the target. Mirages, you'll be taking your boys to Bravo Point, which is east of the target. Gringle, you'll be taking your boys north to Alpha, north of the target.
Next up. Buddy spiking Mirage.
Yeah, we got an unknown ahead.
All units, feel free to go noses warm.
Alright, let's. We're changing speed a bit here. There we go.
Talon Cap, distance to blockade, please.
Cap Talon, distance 32 nautical miles.
Thank you.
I'm getting a little wobbly, but just got the fucking flags.
When we do the break, if you're getting a little bit close to someone or something, just pull out of the formation.
Roger. Yeah, let's do nice and smooth turn.
Roger, I'm just going to kind of take us in like a 5 degree, 10 degree bank, left hand, right handed.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, but not like, you know, Top Gun roll rate.
Crazy not having a map to look at in the plane, I'm so used to having a Harrier.
It's quiet, isn't it?
It's good time to get back and practice IFR landing.
Not used to be in this hurry.
If anyone dies, someone probably will, stay online and help people with their IFR landings.
Yeah, that'd be half of us then. I'm not the greatest at A to A because I do air to ground all the time.
Talon Cap,
But
distance
we'll
to
have a
blockade,
go.
please.
Distance to blockade, 17 nautical miles.
Okay guys, I'm going to do 3, 2, 1 break, at which point we will break. The Mirages will break right in formation, the Eagles left in formation, the flankers will power through. Stand by.
Recommend that we break.
3, 2, 1, break.
Oh, he's breaking. Bloody hell, Atomic. And he's off. I thought that was going to be nice and
Good
gentle.
job everyone. Experienced flyers who want to go down and see the blockade, do so. The rest of you get in your assigned orbits.
Bye, Atomic. Nice seeing you.
Level out around about 070. I think we still got a bit of a northerly trip to make. We're heading south from Whitman. Roger. We're ahead is 045.
Okay, 045.
I'm a fence in now. So we're like fuel, I'm on 27 kilos. Everyone's there.
26.
Roger.
Dumping tank.
No altitude, you are not visible to radar.
F-15 flight, be advised.
God knows where he's gone.
North, starting to head west, so we're moving north now. Mirage flight's going to turn back west with 19 nautical miles from Bullseye.
There we are.
I'm going to swing us back 270.
Are you turning now?
Roger.
Okay, so I just trying to make sure I can see you.
I don't know if any of you want to go down low.
Not really. I don't know what's better, high or low.
I'm quite happy to stay up high. Conserve fuel.
Anything on RWR, no?
All units, flanker flight Tempest is north of Bulls, 30,000 feet, waiting for target. Conning beautifully captured.
All units, cap is over the frigates. They are not firing. They are not firing. Everyone's good to get in their assigned orbits now.
Okay. Just playing follow the leader at the minute.
So I think we will go basically a racetrack back towards the bullseye, loop around the bullseye, and then come out back.
And you're due east of our position. We have a bunch of Mirages. It's fine. They're coming up as friendly on our radar.
I potentially have an enemy.
Right, it's going to give us a real tight turn now.
I'm going to put us on to 240. That'll take us directly over Bulls. I'm going to start a left turn in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bringing it.
I mean, in a fighter formation, you're supposed to be behind them and higher. But and then a couple more over there checking your signal, checking theirs, but
right hand side
it's not going to happen.
2, 3 o'clock.
I want to keep him in that window just so I can see where he is. Yeah, roger. Yeah, C 1.3, 2.3.
Seems my RWR is working off that vision.
Looks like friendly.
All units, hear this. GCI states Ukrainian Frogfoot incursion from the west, 100 miles intercept. That is Hammer. Hammer is going to intercept this. Other two groups stay put. We'll keep you informed.
Hey, firm, take time on the station.
That's it, Raven flight, stay frosty. We're staying where we are for now.
Mirage flight, be advised you just did a reasonable run north. You're about to enter our circuit. Can I get an altitude check on you guys, please?
Roger that, we are at 22,000 feet.
Never mind, disregard. I have visual on you now. We're about 10,000, 15,000 feet above you.
Guys, stay off comms. We're in battle.
We're going to reverse us to the left, back on 090 in 5, 4, 3,
Mirage 72, just you, fly you down.
GCI cap, do you see the incursion?
090.
GCI negative, no incursion on radar.
Alright, let's see if we get any targets coming up. Be interesting one. I think I got an unknown. Yeah, watching that unknown at our 11 o'clock. Is that anything we should be looking at?
11 o'clock. Well, radar.
Yeah, RWR got 2 unknowns.
Roger that, we'll swing when we swing our nose around. We'll see what we can pick up.
Roger.
The SC-25's on the way in, so we shouldn't see one on RWR.
Yeah, I'll see him.
But I can
can't see those unknowns. It could be the boats beneath us.
Ah, roger.
Going to be 356.
Oh, 357. It's not bad.
What's the optimum scan range I should have this thing on? I've got it at 160, but I don't see anything that far out.
180.
Copy, 80.
Yeah, roger, 80. Got contrails behind us.
Copy, I think that's F-15. Yeah, it's F-15 heading away.
GCI cap request picture.
Picture is clean.
Yeah, I've got 80 miles on the radar now. Yeah, fuel is 2.4.
Roger, that one is 2.5.
248.
Alright. I need to have a drink. Oh dear.
Be able to lighter more if we've got 35.
Roger that, we will climb to 3.5 then. Going to begin my climb at 10 degrees pitch, try and maintain 350 now.
Whoa, off we go. I'll just keep him ahead and
maybe 350 was a bit optimistic, anywhere over 300.
yeah, roger. Or less of a climb. And yeah, that would do.
GCA Riddle, can I get a vector to cap? GCA cannot see any hostiles or cap.
Yeah, so let's get some contrails out. Trails are out, trails are out.
Roger that, coming. Roger.
Be advised that U-25C bearing 230.
Bearing confirm now back on 227.
Flights, roger, cap is intercepting, we've got it handled for the time being.
Roger.
Beginning left hand turn onto 270 now.
Oh, I like that. There you feel the speed.
We have overextended east a bit much, but never mind.
Yeah, not sure if that's going to be anything we need to worry about. I suppose we'll find out. But I'm definitely pushing 100% on the RPM here.
Ukrainian Su-25C flight. This is Grim Reapers. You are entering a UN no-go zone. Turn back.
Rock your wings if you acknowledge. Failure to comply will result in you will be shot down. Do not pass go, do not collect $200.
It's currently 320.
Okay, roger. I've got 327, I'm a bit far behind you at the minute.
Look at that, speed is coming down a bit. I'll keep it around 320.
Okay, roger. Yeah, let's go follow his contrail.
Ukrainian SU-25C flight heading west-south of Crimea. We are UN intervention peacekeepers. You are entering a no-fly zone. This is your second and last chance to turn around, or we will open fire.
There we go, look. So if we're a bit above him... Yeah, radar returns on 11 o'clock.
Copy.
Jamming.
Roger.
So does the dashed line equal jamming?
Yep.
Copy. That'll be the 2.5s, I assume.
Either jamming or you're being scanned by radar. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up.
It's jamming, sort of jump.
Ukrainian ground attack SU-25s. I'm now going to fire across your bow as a last warning.
See, if I'm behind him and slightly higher, that's fighter formation apparently. Which I like that. Trim. Let's get the speed down a little bit.
Ukrainians, your fourth and final warning coming up. I'm shooting across your bow.
RPM down to like 85%. Copy that, 85. I think I'm a lot slicker than you because I shot my missiles off an idiot.
I think you'll fall out of the sky. Probably 90 would be better.
According to the manual, 85 cruising speed.
Yeah, but the air is so thin.
Slow down.
My RAS is 290 and falling.
So Mach decimal 83 at the minute. So we're airliner speed.
Yeah, ground speed we've got about 540 knots, you know, 0.9 Mach, but airspeed is what keeps you up in the sky.
Roger that. What kind of airspeed does this thing like? 300 knots?
285, somewhere around there would be alright, I guess. You just don't want to be stalling and falling out the sky.
Yeah, it's about...
GCI, have you got eyes on the remaining frogfoots?
Oh, that was stupid, wasn't it? Press the button.
Negative, no eyes on the frogfoots.
Going to get my left hand turn back onto 090.
Oh, we off again.
5, 4, 3.
My trim's all over the show.
1.
So I'm going to go below now. Yeah, it's a note to self when pressing the COM button, don't press the trim button by accident. Yeah, I think it was around 88 RPM for 285.
Don't forget we have to flick that switch to get our guns to work as well. That way your jettison button.
Yeah, roger. Two on the fuel.
Roger that, atomics 228. Might have some tankers up here with us.
Yeah, yeah, that would have been a nice one. Have some proper arguments then. Round, round, we're spinning round. Yeah, so what fuel level then do we really need to be heading back?
Fumes.
Roger that, I've set my bingo to 1500.
That's kilograms, not pounds, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if that's better or worse.
Well, that's 3,000 pounds.
Oh, that's quite a lot. We've got quite a long ferry back way.
Yeah, that's half of what the Harrier takes. And okay, if you have a look at your fuel flow meter, you should be only using about 19 or 20.
Copy, I've got 20.
Yeah,
I think
mine's
that's
24.
kilograms per minute. Hello, I'll be locked up by 29.
Cool, so I'm back on global. Oh, okay, never mind. I've definitely got 2 9 nails on my 9 o'clock.
Yeah, Roger, same.
And the jets for the J11s are on F10.
All units, Hammer Flight, we believe we've dispatched the Brockford. Flankers, when you get a second, point your radar out towards us to the west to make sure no one slip by us. Eagles will be Eagles 10 to differentiate from them.
We're going to swing back towards 270 now.
All units, rushing SU-33 incursion because next up from the north. Can we get SU flankers and Mirages on that? Flankers and Mirages on that? Extra caution.
FM, 10 something. Tails, you're in conversion check copies. Right, we're going to turn 0, well, basically due north in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We have to watch our buddies at our LWRs because they're all going to have the same radar.
Okay.
Just use the IFF.
Just for situational awareness, I meant, but yeah.
Magic, Tempest, can we get a radar on those hostiles, or have you got no picture?
Negative, no picture. They're out of range, the radar.
Crinkle, I think your flankers should do a quick 360 to let the Mirages catch up with you, otherwise you're going to lose tactical superiority.
If Mirage Flight, you are currently heading east, can you bring yourself up to coming east and we can go?
Roger, we're coming round towards yours.
Really, I'd like to get the speed up if we're going towards some enemy, but
Us Hornets are burning in from the
fuel.
west, we will get there about the same time as you.
FM, break. Lead flanker is currently locked. Spike. I'm going to push the power up to 90%.
Yeah, 3 copies. Okay, 2 9's coming to 12 o'clock.
We're going to level out here at 330.
I'm at 3 5s. Oh, you meant the heading.
And get spread out. On a nice wide spread. Try and get as line abreast as possible.
3's going left.
We've got jammers off to the left.
Yeah, Roger, I've got jammers just left and north of where I am.
Arming, all flights be advised, Tempest lead. Throttled a bit dodgy, he actually spent a hell of a lot of time in burn. We
got plenty of backup from both sides, Griggle, so just don't burn, just keep it real.
Griggle, your boys' music on.
Flanker group, nearest enemy force is 35 miles from your position, almost due north.
They're quite far up.
Return showing is friendly at this minute.
Enemy's about 4-6 nautical miles ahead.
Bandits are at Angels 3-5.
Just got 2 popped up and they're heading 340.
Engines 1 and 4 are going for intercept. All units maintain a decent separation between yourselves and the enemies. I want you guys in right in box range if we need to break. They go hostile, we will break, you will block. Okay, pick a target.
They're high Griggle, they're Angels 35 by the looks of
Yeah,
it.
got mine.
Excellent, we have visual.
Target lock. Flanker team 15 miles.
Pushing burner.
Flanker team has joy, repeat, flanker team has joy. No strike.
32 miles, 32.
Spike.
Spike.
Atomic spike.
Spike.
Griggle spike. Griggle spike. Whistle, tonic, down, hold.
Single track mode.
Yeah, I've no idea how to do that.
Enemy sea flankers have not fired.
Russian SU-33s, this is you.
Oh, he's firing on me.
Stand back now, or risk the inside of them. We have missiles out, we have missiles out, we have missiles out. Kill them,
Turning.
kill them. Atomic gun burner on, turning into target. Atomic hit. Wrinkle, box back.
Come on.
Seathor emerge, you have one breaking out to your southeast.
13. Come on, give me a shoot cue.
Missile launch,
Mirage 2000 is about to merge it.
Ah, it won't fire.
One splash, one bandit remains. Fuck.
What a pain in the ass. Yeah, Gumbo's been shot.
Picture clean.
It's interesting sound.
Double check, lock things up, interrogate them. Lock everything up, interrogate it.
Yeah, for some reason I locked him, but I'm pressing the what's it and missile wouldn't fire. So
we have 1 times flanker lock and friendly fire. Watch that blue.
maybe ED's messed me controls up a little bit again. I sorted that out as well. Oh well, that's life. And Static killed Kingston. I was killed by Red AI. Grinkle killed Red AI. Oh no! Oh, there's going to be some fireworks in debrief. Nobody. Wonder if anyone's going to make it back for this landing. No, it didn't go as planned. Oh. Be nice if I could have got the missile off. But I seem to not get a warning for that missile, so it must have been for red. Very peaceful up here, isn't it? There's some contrails. excuse me. Right, let's go to spectators. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Would you believe it? Right, select roll. Back to the naughty boys corner. Right, let's go and see what's happening. Oh, I wanted that out. That should have gone back to spectators. Right, select roll. Back to spectators. So that's me, Atomic, and Kingston. At least I got killed by the actual red, which is also good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a bit cold up there without your Mirage to keep you warm. Yeah, yeah. I was enjoying the heating. Should have ridden that down a bit lower, maybe, but oh well. DCS. So, note to self, check control bindings again. No Christmas card for ED this year. Oh, and Just Dude's out as well. Static's out. Yeah, usual suspects. Especially when it comes to this stuff. Air to ground. Brilliant, got that down. Yeah. See if I can tune back to global and see what's going on. One 40. Not sure if SRS will work now. No, still connected. So you go back to spectators and it should take me out, and then I can go brief in flight. But nope.
One of you two, one of the remaining Mirages take lead.
I think there's only one left in our flight.
I think Alice still up, and I think Alice directly.
Yeah, it's got wind, isn't it? Look at that. It's absolutely blowing a gale now.
Just give me a rough count on numbers.
Oh, is it still going? Oh, it's not as windy now. It's weird, isn't it? Here she comes. lightning streaking across then. Yeah, I'll be see how these landings go in a minute. That'll be quite interesting.
Static bearing 150 link up with Mirages.
See how well people do at the ILS stuff. I don't anticipate them being rubbish at all. Just not something we've done ever, I think. It's a shame that went the way it went, because I was looking forward to having a crack at that. I'd rather have done that than the air-to-air stuff. But oh well, I'll have to sort out those bindings, like I said, and but you know, you'll do that and then you won't fly a Mirage for a month. So she's got 986 kilometers per hour at 12,000 meters. Let's change that. No, it doesn't, does it? Kilometers per hour, 490. 12,200 meters, 178 degrees. The heading, 6 degrees angle of attack. 34% flat. These ones go before they get back to the area. It looks like she's orbiting now, so...
We have 12, 2 minutes left on shift before we're to be relieved.
Oh, they're still over there?
Same back out.
Wow.
They should be able to make that.
Well, they're heading back now. Obviously, well, that's quite a long one.
Turning left to head back down south. 3, 2, 1, turn it. Very slow turn.
So we'll see if anyone pops up with the action and go and have a look. So that's bomber incursion then.
Contacts, Angels 2-5.
Tommy's doing some GCI-ing.
Turning 090.
bodies on them.
Guy has lost,
There they are.
lost contact on the bombers. Last known position, 25 nautical miles. Visual contact.
Okay, thank you guys. Right, everyone, they're not listening to the radio command. Get in formation with them, put shots across their bow. They might be going fast, so predict their flight accordingly.
There's some weird effects going on every time you go over to this view, isn't there? Look at that now. Isn't that weird? It's like different every time.
Right. Sorry. Okay, I got hello turned on the 5
Whoa.
Descending procedure. Making it if you guys are coming halfway through. Vehicle little speed.
Yeah, really bad weather, isn't it? Rain, wind, low visibility. The idea is to get you to do your ILS landings, really. Just upping the difficulty a bit with what we have been doing for a while. But this looks like a pretty good mission as well. It's going to make a good video.
Coming up to 390 in the gate.
So I think I'm not sure if they're RTB in yet. They can't have much fuel left. It's got a spike.
Gregory, you better come off the gas a bit. We're struggling to catch up with that burner. The Mirage is probably struggling.
Typical day in typical day in the UK. Yeah. Yeah, it's been raining last 24 hours here. Wind and quite cold as well. Auntie's done well, apart from the blue on blue kill that she had, but redeemed herself from that bomber, I think. And she's still flying where the us two got shot down. Oh, you live in Tornado Alley? Oh, wow.
Can you keep up now?
Well, that's awesome.
Currently just under Angel's Ascent. Holding 440 knots.
As fast as fuck.
I'm very clean, very light. I can bring it back a little bit more.
All flights, you are 90 miles from Sochi.
90 miles.
Tempest speed is decelerating, repeat, decelerating.
What the hell are they going to do with fuel? See, what's Auntie? Does it say fuel on here? No. But you know, you get up high. Yeah, it's got her RPM on 100%. Hey Shifty, yeah, I'm dead.
Coming down 3 to 3.
Bit earlier. Couldn't get a missile off. I think my bindings need re-looking at again.
Okay, 35360.
But Atomic got shot down as well. Just Dude went out. Kingston went out.
Yep, everyone's catching up now.
So who got kills? So Alan Mancy got 1. Riddle got 3, but he's like really good at this air-to-air stuff. Grinkle got 1. Uniform Kilo got... Oh no, Tau got 1.
Yep, hit 1.
Seethor got 1. Cap got 2. And Papa Shango got 1. So that's not bad, is it? Yeah, spam. Oh, well, Riddle. Yeah, he always comes away with 3 or 5 kills. It's like Joker as well. He cleans up. He's good at air to air. Someone was saying he took out 5. Him against 5, and he come out the winner. That's pretty awesome going. There's Artie.
Zeroing knots, accelerating again. I'm holding
nice formation.
That's a thing of 38 nautical miles from.
Oh, that's okay, Havoc. Yeah, not so sure on the favours. Yeah, there's a couple of people that have been watching, chatting, and helping me out, and Shifty's one of them as well. You know, he's mentioned me a few times, and he's always here watching and stuff. So just a little thank you, really.
I've just hit 800 kilos, and the rest of my boys are about 6 and 500. Okay.
Yeah.
Joker, guys.
Well, I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is. Yeah.
Just to make sure I get ahead of you guys.
Yeah, look at that for an effect. Weird, isn't it? We've had all sorts of effects, and this is the latest one. Oh, that looks good. Yeah. Meanwhile, back in London. That's a good resolution on that Mirage. You know, the skin and the model looks really good on the Mirage for resolution rise and things. It's quite impressive. I like that.
13 miles out. How about the localizer?
Cap Wrinkle's a little bit in front of you, try to reduce the speed a little.
Wrinkle's in front of me.
Alright, everyone wave to Auntie.
Wrinkle is 1 nautical mile up in front of me, Cap. I'm trying to play. We're just charging everywhere today, Wrinkle.
Oh, what's that? What you've been watching? What Shifty's new missions is that?
None. Wrinkle 7 miles.
Cap to cruise altitude, you're above the glide slope.
Oh, right, let's find. Oh, here's Cap. Look at that for visual.
Separation, maintain.
So he's going to be landing in this. His wheels are down. Oh wow, that's amazing, isn't it? the lights then. Look at that. It's missing in the middle, the rain. Like two sheets of rain. That's strange, isn't it? Alright, who's next?
What's your altitude? Altitude is now 5
doors down, say static.
Yeah, it's quite high.
Nice little adjustment. Freewheeling as well, look at that. Yeah, nice. Oh, F-15 coming in. Also lit.
Hello, wave off, you're too high.
Looks like a lot of the guys got down then. Yeah, it's just a no doubt. Yeah, it's like the curtain of rain. Oh, thunder. Oh, nice.
Very nice job. Well done, 100%.
Okay.
You guys land better than you've done, everyone. You guys land better in the fourth than the daytime. The approach was very nice on my mission. That was some beautiful flying. Well done.
Yeah, very good indeed. Oh, I suppose better head over to debrief.
Well, then they've had loads more
Oh,
since then, with like, but only on specific things. I don't know if they're doing.
Oh, let's see what the debrief says, and then.
When are they supposed to come out with that modern air combat one? Basically the.
Yeah, that was really good flying for everyone. Tricky landings.
Yeah, but in 2 weeks it's winter.
Especially with rain and wind and everything else, and you've got to use the RLS in and low visibility. Really tricky landing.
So next Friday then.
I think everyone got down, didn't they? I think they did alright. It's really good. I'd love to have had a go at that, but it wasn't meant to be today. Oh.
Just in time for the nuns.
Oh, let's have a look in media. Yeah.
Ah, that was a fun mission.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was. That was very fun.
And once we've got an actual AWACS in, Lot ATC is going to be really good.
I can't wait. I just want them to make a fucking like E2 Hawkeye or something, or at least let us use the F-14 as an AWACS.
Well, something that you can do in Lot ATC is you can designate player aircrafts as AWACS, so they act as if they were, even if they're not a real AWACS aircraft. So we can use the F-14 as an AWACS, but you can't do it on the fly. It has to be set up beforehand, because you tell it what the player tag of the aircraft is going to be an AWACS is.
Your opinion
the AWG-9 actually is able to act as in an AWACS capacity. It's that good.
Just uploading
well, exactly.
Some,
so we can do
here.
it once the F-14 comes out. We can
Whilst we
tell
wait
Lot
for the
ATC to use one of the player F-14s as an AWACS, and I'll get it on the radar.
Okay, gentlemen. Welcome back. So, pretty good mission. We did it all right, and I like to see that everyone pretty much got their IFR landings bang on as well, which was nice. I think the lights on the runway personally made it a bit too easy for me, but I've got no way of turning them off, so be it.
I managed to fucking land without them. That was scary as fuck. Be glad you had the light.
Well, I turned them off if I could, but I couldn't. Anyway, so we might as well do it very briefly, flight per flight. Hammer, riddle.
Well, we went up and we orbited Delta. We engaged Su-25s, some 33s, and then the T-24s or whatever they were. We were able to down some aircraft and lose two people, one due to connection issues and then one due to situational awareness problem.
Roger, that's that. Grinkle, your lot must have been pretty terrifying going head-to-head with those flankers. What did you get up to?
Yeah, that was quite. We were, because of my mistake, we were pretty low on fuel, so it was when we saw them coming in, it was quite worrying. We managed to get in though. Managed to get quite several. Oh, they all went down between us and the other flights who came in to support us. But we were very, very close when they decided they were going to open fire on it.
Yeah, I think they were playing silly fuckers, weren't they?
It was a missile. It was a Fox 2 out and somebody flying past my cockpit that kind of gave it up. So that was kind of a brown you pants moment. We took one loss to friendly fire. Other than that, though, we all returned safe from home and tucked up in our beds.
Good job, well done, well done. It's pretty much 100% for you guys. And the Mirages, please.
We got up, led the flight in. Did same with what Grinkle said and what Riddle said. We patrolled our area and then turned in towards the Su-33s, whatever they were, from the north. And I took a missile to the face, and Gumbo got shot down at some point.
Yeah, took one up.
But then Allo took over, and yeah, kind of did what we had to do.
Roger. I think the enemy flankers were picking on you guys, the Mirages, for some reason. I don't know why, but
yeah,
so
they foxed on you as you guys were coming in. You guys were coming in on my right, I believe, and basically a missile flew from left to right, straight past my cockpit, which is probably the one that hit.
Oh,
yeah, that sounds about right. I kind of didn't know what. I don't know the Mirage that well, so I didn't know what all the RWR noises were because they're very weird and French. So that missile warning went straight past me.
If it beeps, it means the missile's been out on you.
If it screams retreat.
Lols. All right, pretty good mission then. Otherwise, it's good practice as well. Any final thoughts?
Fun mission, do it more.
Yeah,
can I please have an AWACS next time?
Roger, you can.
Yeah, we're going to F10 while in the middle of a bank.
No, don't do that.
One thing I'll say is that when we're landing, can we only have one person calling it in? Because you're both saying completely different things.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, can I mention for a second?
Go on.
I got kicked earlier, but I used my time of some value. Under media, I wrote you 2 quick programs, if you want, to turn off your Windows Defender and turn it back on afterwards, and elevate your DCS.
Good man, thank you. I will do that. And also, when you get disconnected, you are allowed to rejoin in as well.
The only last final point I would make is people without automatic IFF interrogate.
Yes, please.
And it'd be lovely to have some tankers down to the south there and a couple more waves.
That's true. No.
That was the one who shot down our friendly.
Roger. All right, guys. Well done. Auntie, if I could have my 2 files, please, I'll get on with it. The rest of you, I will catch you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Well, okay then, guys. Well, thank you very much for all those that have watched and chatted. It's been really great this evening, and I hope you enjoyed that live stream. And we did do a little bit of Mirage, but not as much as we were hoping for, and got to see some good landings there in a very awkward situation. So thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to end it now, and take care. Enjoy your DCS, and I'll see you all again on the next one, hopefully. Ta-ra!